let's go down to the Fun Belt, Jake. And this is a conference that has been run by James Madison over the past few seasons, but I have a feeling, knowing you as I do, I have a feeling that there could be someone potentially knocking on the door to take that conference championship.
Oh, I sat there and thought about it, but I looked at the Sun Belt. So you know how last year we had James Madison and Troy meet up in the Sun Belt championship game, and it was a really competitive game. It was a 4-quarter game. Troy gave everything that they had, but James Madison just turned out to be a little bit too much. They ended up winning the Sun Belt, and they ended up being one of the secondary representatives on behalf of the G5 to make the college football playoff. You're going to ask yourself, is this a replay from last year when the game goes live? Because I actually have the same exact conference championship game this year. I really am high on Sunbelt Billy being back in his element and being back in a place where, they have more resources compared to many of their conference peers, and it's still one of the best programs in the country. So I know they took some losses in the transfer portal, as is for any really good G6 program, but I think there's still a lot of talent here, and I like how the conference schedule shakes up for James Madison to get back and to host the Sun Belt title. And then representing that West Division, Troy is still really good, man. And that Troy football team is going to be a fun team to watch. I am still rolling with Troy to win the West, although keep an eye out for the Raging Cajuns. They had some injury luck last year that did not go their way. Had some guys that weren't expected to play that were probably going to start next year, play last season. I think that's going to really provide dividends for the Raging Cajuns. So there's a little bit of a sleeper pick as well.
I think one team that's going to be a part of that conversation, I'm not overlooking Marshall. They lead the conference in returning production, actually. 88th in return production rating. Everyone kind of put them down in the bottom feeder category, whereas a few seasons ago they were on the cusp of a conference championship appearance.
Yeah, I mean, and speaking of conference championship appearance, Marshall literally won the Sun Belt a few years ago under Charles Huff. That was a real thing that happened with my very own eyes.